Why, hello. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. Why is there 6 Dark, when did you sneak in here? Hey, everybody, look. Dark Falls has joined us. He's going to be in Middleton City now. Norris, unfortunately, can't make it for real-life reasons. So, anyway, again, that way, Dark Falls. Hi. Next to me, over there, Sammy. Great artist for this, for Bay City Chronicles. It's only done out for his character in this.
Hold on. I have to interrupt. We can't call him great at anything because you missed this before we got on the air. He puts ketchup on his turkey sandwich. We can't call him great anymore, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That has, in fact, become a thing. I'm sorry. So, I guess, anyway. Of course, that TG right there. And then next to him is a local representing Crimson, who's actually here.
I am. My camera just, moving, 20...
Yeah, his camera is
frames behind my voice, so...
Oh, it's more than 20 frames. It was, literally 2 seconds. So...
Okay, 120 frames.
There you go. Okay, so...
Math is hard.
So, welcome back to Middleton City, everybody. I am your guide on this tour down the middle of nowhere, OPT lawyer, and, last time we were here, well, there was a store, and there was a time loop, and people died, but then they didn't die, and, Harrison found out somebody was kind of sort of watching him, but maybe not really. Just a really weird, mysterious guy. Travis found out that the store was, in fact, holding a container of milk that was 10 days out from expiration. And Chet found a $2 instant lottery ticket that paid out $1.
I won!
Yes! Indeed. It has been a week since that incident has occurred with the demon portals and whatnot that nobody else knows actually happened. In fact, you've heard no reports. Unlike the bank, where you've heard lots of stories, because that obviously was a thing, you've clearly heard nothing about anything that happened in the Guffin Mart, because there, as far as anybody knows, nothing happened. As I said, it's been a week, so let's start with Travis. Travis, what have you been doing for the past week?
Well, since we sort of got into the whole thing of, relating to comic panels, the very first comic panel that you're going to see is Travis writing in a notebook that his schedule is going to have to change because he is never returning to Guffin Mart.
Okay. Never go. What happened to why is Guffin Mart so bad now?
Oh, I wonder.
Oh, it didn't totally throw off his whole schedule and, concept of schedule because he kept on going through the same thing over and over and over.
To be fair, it didn't throw off his schedule at all because at the end of it, it was the same time.
It may have been the same time, but that totally threw off his, internal clock.
Oh, okay. I see.
But anyway, he just goes on about his normal week and then gets pretty upset because he runs out of milk after 6 days.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
After all the time we went through.
Right.
Literally.
Precisely. Gotta make it funny, right?
Alright, so, Harrison, what have you been doing in the past week?
You mean aside from schoolwork?
Does he go to school?
Or are we in the summer? Are we in the summer or are we in the school years?
It was spring, May-ish, so...
So yeah, at this point, no, we're out of school, because it's probably the beginning of June at this point.
Right.
Yay! So aside from attempting and failing to acquire some sort of employment, because 15, trying to find the weird man who was keeping track of him at the Guffin Mart.
Okay. I can inform you that you've had absolutely no luck in finding or seeing this person again, but...
I have no doubt, but what you do get is, you do get a comic panel of, because Harrison's still, after having these interactions with, Chet and Travis and not having them be completely like, who the heck are you? Get the hell out of here. So we have a comic panel of, at this point, Harrison, it's not that hard to figure out Travis because he keeps to a schedule. So Harrison has figured out said schedule. So you just get a weird, creepy comic panel of Harrison not looking at the window, but just sitting in a tree across the street from Travis's house going, do I knock?
Gotcha. Does he ever knock?
Not yet.
Okay. So Chet, what's Chet been doing in the past week?
Well, ironically, not too dissimilar of a thing. Chet's been going around, he's trying to search for the man that Harrison saw that said he knew something about him. One, because he sympathized with the kid and needing some help, but two, because he assumes that guy might know what's been going on to cause the weird, demon boar and demon bank issue that's been going on around here. So he's been trying to kind of investigate a bit and find what he can find about that guy. As well as actually trying to find a little bit more information on on Harrison and Travis, since he's run into them twice now at these two spectacular events.
Gotcha.
Also, as of note, he's been trying to ask people around town about the creepy guy, and he specifically has had bad luck in the sense that he's gotten into a few scuffles with asking the wrong people, and he definitely lost those fights.
Ooh.
But he still kept looking.
There you go.
So he's a go-getter.
Yes. Is it Jin? Am I pronouncing that correctly, Dark? Dark?
He said yes.
Oh,
Yes.
gotcha. Okay. So, Dark, the first thing I want you to do is give me an investigation check. It's just based off one of the abilities you have on your sheet. Okay. Good. I'll keep that in mind for later. At the moment, I'm going to explain the scene. So, as I said, it's been a week. You guys have done your various things and whatnot. This comic opens up at Slammin Sammy's Sandwich Soups and Salads. It is probably one of the most known places in Middleton City. Run by Slammin Sammy himself, which, again, everybody knows of. They may not know him personally, and really he doesn't seem to put himself out there as much as his personal life, but he's definitely markets his business like crazy, and shockingly, he's never bothered to expand. So, we are going to go ahead and move to the sandwich shop. Now, as I will set up the scene here, this sandwich shop is actually kind of large, for what it is. But it is a booming kind of business. At the moment, at the time of the day it's actually kind of light. It's Monday afternoon at 2 o'clock. The lunch rush is already over and whatnot. The area itself is quite beautiful. He has clearly spent money on this place. The inside is exceptionally clean. The workers there have been paid quite handsomely to keep it as such. The service here is absolutely amazing. It's known for having some of the best service, again, in the entire town for a place as affordable as this one. Because that's the other thing. Sammy wants to make sure that this place is affordable for everybody. When we start up here, that's Slammin Sammy. He's standing at the register, ringing up people as they get their orders from this here line. Kind of think of Subway, only way 10,000% better than Subway.
So they don't skimp on the meat?
Oh yeah, no. There is no skimping at Slammin Sammy's. Our favorite skunk hero is already here, munching down on whatever he decided to buy. And there is a mysterious, older gentleman in the corner, kind of muttering to himself, maybe cursing a little bit here and there, but he's not bothering anybody. He's just eating his food, and there you go. Harrison, you're outside this place. What exactly are you doing?
Well, what's across the street?
Across the street is a bookstore. Not a comic book store, just a bookstore.
So at this point, just sort of casually walking by, does this outdoor patio section here, do they have windows looking in?
No, actually, yes. Well, no, it doesn't actually. The windows are up here. Right up there.
Okay. Then currently he just happens
there is
to be
a
walking by.
There is. I mean, this is a glass door.
Yeah, but the angle's not right to see Chet as he's walking by. So he's just walking by currently.
Indeed. Travis.
So real quick, the one thing that everyone does notice on this first comic panel, we actually see him there, is it looks like over the past week there has definitely been laundry done because the clothes look like they've been cleaned in some way, shape, or form.
Nice.
And not just from the sprinkler system at the Guffin Mart.
Nice. Okay. Good. Very good. Travis. What say you? You are walking into Slammin Sammy's. What do you do?
Travis walks in and sort of just like peers towards the counter to see how long the line is.
There's only one person in line, and it looks like he's not only being waited on, but like halfway through his order. So he looks like you will get in like really quick.
Okay. Well, he walks up and he just tells Sammy that he would like the usual. Not toasted, obviously, because that takes more time.
Right.
So, just the usual, and reaches into his pocket to pull out the exact amount of change needed to make his purchase, so he doesn't have to wait for change.
Gotcha. Well, as I mentioned, Sammy is incredible at service. So, not only does he recognize you, because I'm assuming you've been here multiple times, your sandwich is made to the exact specifications that you have told these people multiple times by this point, I'm sure.
Well, yes, it's turkey, ham, and bacon. Lettuce only on one half, and that's light lettuce. Tomato on the full thing with about 2 tablespoons of oil, a little bit of mayonnaise, and Parmesan cheese, but it has to be at room temperature. It cannot be cold, so they have to let the Parmesan cheese actually sit out.
Gotcha. Cool.
Meanwhile, Harrison's just looking at the picture in the window of the Slammin Sammy with just a regular, like, a loaded ham Italian.
Oh, light on lettuce.
Gotcha. Alright. So, Chet, what kind of sandwich did you buy?
I'm enjoying myself a nice turkey and ketchup on rye. And I had a coupon for buy one, get one free. So I'm enjoying that, my second sandwich, and eating nice and affordable here.
So you hear a little voice in your head. It's like, you bought 2 sandwiches and you didn't even think to get me one?
Do you even eat?
Yes, I eat all the time. Do I need to? No, but I love to. Your food's amazing. Sort of.
You can have my sandwich. I'm sure it won't look weird at all be stuffing a sandwich into my shoulder.
Who said anything about stuffing it into your shoulder? And then he kind of pops out and just jumps onto the table in front of you.
Well, okay. Enjoy half of the sandwich.
He grabs it.
Just don't make a mess.
Oh, he grabs and starts nomming, and he is, in fact, making a little bit of a mess, just in front of you, though. Not like all over the place. Exactly.
Thank you very much. I'll do devil sound effects all week.
Mm-hmm. So, where do we blow this popsicle stand anyway?
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you. You have all of my food in your mouth.
I said, when are we blowing this popsicle stand? I want to get back to gambling.
Do it soon enough. I had to stop and recharge my energy.
You and you mortals keep getting tired for everything.
Yeah, I know. It's called being mortal.
Yes, I know. It's terrible. Why don't you stop being mortal?
Yeah, I think I like it too much.
At this point, Travis sort of overhears Chet presumably talking to himself.
No, Marble is currently visible.
Oh, he just is out there, okay.
Yeah, he's just standing there. Because it's so, like, no one around, he doesn't care.
And I love that Chet probably can't even tell when he's visible or not, because he always sees him anyway.
Yeah.
So, Travis comes over to the table and sits down and pulls out his notebook and starts rewriting a schedule because he decided to sit down because Chet was in here.
Appreciate it. Do I notice him walking back there behind me, or am I too focused on...
give me a perception check.
Let's see...
Yeah,
25.
you notice.
Alright, I do look behind me and see Travis there. And I actually get a little bit excited, because I've been looking for this guy. So I go ahead and I take my what remains of my sandwich. I think about taking the other part from Marble, but I just kind of look at him getting his saliva everywhere. And I just wave off. And then I walk over here.
Shockingly not drooling all over the place. But
Thank goodness.
But he stays behind munching on a sandwich because he doesn't notice you leaving.
Fine by me. Hey there, buddy. How you doing?
I'm okay. I see you brought your demon friend with.
Yeah, he goes everywhere. You could see him?
Yeah, I could hear him too.
Genevieve looks around to make sure there's not a lot of people inside the building, and clearly he only sees strange old man up there.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a customer or two, but no one's paying attention to anybody. Like, they're getting to-go orders, and they're not paying attention to you two.
Chet still immediately hunches up his shoulders, kind of like he's just embarrassed, and it's like, well, I have to deal with this. I've been wanting to talk to you. Your name was Travis, right?
Yes.
Good. 2 times now you've been involved in some, shall we say, coincidental demon happenings. What are you involved with?
Me? You're the one who actually walks around with the demon.
Hey, don't change the subject. I tried to get a little more information out here.
I mean, trust me, if I didn't have to deal with demons on a daily basis, or, right now a weekly basis, it would be all the much better for me, because my schedule right now is completely screwed up because these demons decide to ruin my whole day, and that puts me back for the entire week. I mean, do you realize how difficult it was to sleep that night because my body thought that I went through, 3 hours that never happened?
I can understand that would be kind of crazy for you. But I also can't help but wondering, what are you late for?
Me? What am I late for? I'm late for every single thing that I have scheduled. I mean, look at this. And he lays out the entire schedule for the week and is broken down by 15-minute increments, and every single thing is filled in. And there's, at the bottom, there's contingency plans for, ranking what can be knocked off if anything happens to occur that throws them off a schedule.
Chet gives kind of one of those low whistles of being impressed, wow. Now that's, you're a hard-working fellow, aren't you?
This is a light week for me, too. I don't have that much going on.
I can see that. Look, you left yourself time to sleep. My goodness.
Well, I need to make sure I get a good amount of sleep to keep my brain sharp, because, if I don't, then I might miss something on my schedule, and if I miss something on my schedule, well, then that throws everything into chaos, and I can't have that.
Well, let me share you a trade secret. Been practicing it for years. if you're gonna be late for something the next day, just cut that sleep in half. You don't really need it. Like, you can get by with 3 hours if you really push yourself. Trust me.
No. See, the thing with how my brain works is, if I do that, then I'll start seeing demons like you do.
Oh, when that happens, I take coffee. Do you drink coffee? Please say no.
No. The caffeine tends to knock me out, and I can't have that.
So
Follow that away.
So at this point, Marble has noticed that you left him, and he kind of walks over towards you, and he hops up on your shoulder, and he says, "Wait, hey, don't just leave me alone like that. You can't just leave me." Oh, hi there, telekinetic guy. He gives a wave.
Oh, hi. Why can't I see you right now?
Oh, because I'm just visible. I mean, the only time I'm not visible is when I'm actually just inside this guy's brain.
Which seems to be all the time.
Most of the time.
That's kind of creepy.
It's very creepy.
You
should see this guy's brain. It's really weird.
You're here, so does that mean something's gonna happen today that's gonna throw off my schedule?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
Demons kind of follow you around.
I think they follow you. Okay. I think they follow you around worse when I am with you.
Huh? No, I don't. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, before we get any further here, I have a feeling we're going to be interacting with each other quite a bit here because it's happened twice. If I know anything, coincidences only last so long. So, before we get out of the way, I know you're Travis. I'm Chet. This is Marble. Marble, this is Travis.
Oh.
I am Marble. I mean, maybe it's a good thing right now because I haven't seen Harrison yet. So
that is true.
So it could be a good thing.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe we're okay. Maybe it's him that people follow around.
It's possible.
Well,
I've actually been trying to keep track of the weird guy we saw last time we were together. He said something about Harrison too.
So meanwhile, Marble reaches his hand out to shake Travis's hand. Travis, if you even think you're going to do that, give me an insight check first. Okay. You may not know a ton about demons and whatnot, but, the one thing you don't want to do is get yourself stuck in a pact with a demon. And shaking hands tends to be a way that happens.
Can I interject and grab his wrist before he does this?
Oh, you're far away.
Actually, I think I should have.
Right.
I should know at this point.
No, I realize that, so I go to shake his hand, and I'm like, you know what? You can keep residence in his head. That's quite all right. I have myself to worry about. I can't worry about your schedule too. So, thank you, and nice to meet you.
Marble looks up at you at first, kind of tried to pull the tilt his head, what are you talking about? Then it just kind of snaps his fingers, dang it! All right, fine.
That only works on me.
Well, you were really desperate. Sorry. Anyway, but no, so Jin this entire time has been able to hear this conversation. He's off in the corner. So Jin, why don't you tell us what kind of sandwich you're eating for the moment, or whatever you're eating? There's soups and salads here, so. Have fun.
He would be eating a roast beef and ham sandwich, just dry.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not sure who's the bigger savage here.
I know.
That's a man's sandwich, just with meat and bread.
Right. Okay then. So, Jin, as I said, you hear this entire conversation. If you feel like getting closer to them, because right now you're literally across the entire store. If you feel like getting closer, you can.
They would notice that I just had my eyes locked on them the entire time, just following along.
Actually,
just continually muttering to myself.
Right. Actually, okay. So Travis and Chet, both of you, give me perception checks.
Roger that.
Okay, so Travis realizes that Jin is watching you guys from across the way. Chet doesn't.
Travis actually really doesn't care because he's used to people looking at him.
Fair enough.
That is very fair.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, so, now that perception check's taken care of, Harrison, I need you to make me a perception check. Actually, I need everyone to make me a new perception check, and I'm going to do this so I know where you guys...
It's a new shiny perception check.
Okay, Chet apparently is way too enamored in Marble standing on the table, invisible to everybody.
He doesn't even wash his hands.
No, or his feet. He's standing on the table. I mean, just think about that. Everybody else, especially Harrison, because you're the one outside, hears a loud scream of people. Kind of panically whatnot.
From?
Oh, it's walking basically in front of. So what happens here is Jin's gonna see this walking like in front of the store. I'll get this. Once I actually get the stinking GM stuff. All right. So, okay, come on, layer, come on. There we go. Okay, so, Jin, you're gonna see this kind of out through the window as this blue-skinned creature walks past the windows, and Harrison, you're... Oops. Okay, don't...
And make my monster growl!
Yeah. Yes. And then,
Suddenly Sentai.
yeah, and then, Harrison, you're obviously going to see... Like, that was so you could hear this, so you're ready for this when this creature comes just walking by. And just enters Sammy's store from the front.
So when Travis hears the scream outside, Chet would notice this very easily. His head sort of goes in his hands, and all you hear out of him is no, not today, not today, not today. I have schedule.
So, Chet, when that's happening, Marble, who has, like, been looking in that direction, like, jumps onto your shoulder, like, down on your coat, and says the words, "Get down, you fool!"
Get down! I yelled at Travis.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe she found me!
Wait. Somebody's looking for you?
Yeah, didn't we just go over that? Yes, she is! Look, yes, she's looking for me, but here's the thing. As long as we stay out of sight, she doesn't know I'm here. She knows a demon's here, because she's a demon, I'm a demon, we can sense each other, it's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So, she knows a demon's here, but she doesn't know it's me. So, just stay out of sight, because she may be able to tell I'm here because you're here.
Jet sighs heavily, then hits the dirt beneath the table.
Well, as you do that, this demon-esque walks into the shop and then screams out, "Marble! I know you're in here!" And you just hear a sigh in your brain, like, okay, how did she know I was in here?
Please don't tell me this is your ex.
No, she's not my ex.
Thank goodness.
She kind
What is she?
She is a... Well, she's a demon. I don't know. She's from... same place I am, the demon plane. What?
Because it was a simple question.
And when Travis hears that, he looks at Chad and he's like, "It is your fault!"
I didn't know!
I didn't know she was gonna be here. She's not even normally up on this plane, for crying out loud.
Well, she is now.
Well,
How do we
yeah.
get her off the boarding?
I don't know. So anyway, she looks at you and says, well, looks at you, but not really at you, and says, "I'm here for what's mine, Marble." Oh, shoot.
What did you take?
Nothing.
What did he take?
She just kind of looks at you, not really interested in answering your question.
Travis turns around and he's like, "Well, I see that your problem is with him, so I'm just gonna go because I have other things to do today."
She is hulking and large enough that... Actually, 2 questions. One, how old is Harrison? No, I'm sorry, I'm Travis.
I believe 17.
Okay. Wow.
Or no. Actually, I have him older than that.
Okay.
I had him at 24.
Oh. Okay. That's good, because I have this weird ability that works on people lesser than the age of 18.
Oh, that
That's
was
very
just me!
specific.
Apparently, yes.
That's highly specific!
Apparently, yeah. So anyway,
Travis just saved himself a whole lot of trouble.
indeed. Still though.
And in the comic panel, like, Travis isn't making a dash for the door. He's sort of doing that whole, like, trying to walk around her while facing her the entire time.
Right. So, roll on what is intimidate normally challenged by? Is it insight?
Will.
Will. Give me a will save. Holy crap. Okay, you can do that if you'd like.
Well, he's going to do it, and then he's going to get to the door, look out, and all you're going to see is a speech bubble with a bunch of symbols, because Travis now realizes all 3 of them are there, and it is really about the... Something's going to go on now.
Jin, are you doing anything, by the way, since this is going on?
Yeah, when the demoness walks into the room, I'd probably stand up and start like straightening out my duster and just like staring it down, but like keeping my distance, just not really sure exactly what's going on, but
Fair enough.
knowing enough to know that it's not the best of situations, probably.
Right.
And Shep puts up his hand. He's like, "Hey," and he's looking at her. He's like, "Hey, we can resolve this peaceably. I'm sure we can just talk this out here, right? Like, look at all these nice tables and chairs. They can stay on the ground. We can just talk about this."
So she walks directly up to you and is like, "Mortal skunk, this has nothing to do with you."
Well, unfortunately, since I'm basically attached to him, it kind of does.
She tilts her head and says, "Your pact with him makes no difference. I just need him to give me what I'm owed."
And I'm sure he will. Marble's a reliable guy, aren't you, Marble?
Yeah, absolutely, totally. No! No! I don't have it right now. Yeah, no, I don't have it here. Cause I've been with him. But I can get it to you real soon. I promise. I can totally get it to you. I can, yeah. Chet, make me a will save.
Okie dokie. This
Not high enough. Okay,
Aw.
so, because this is going to be really hard, because Marble really cares about this. So, he grabs your hand and makes you throw your dice.
Hey!
So, roll your dice attack.
Oh dear.
As this is happening, you just get another cut-out panel of Harrison and Travis, and Harrison just goes, "I take it she's not with you."
Clearly not. Number 5 is Zeus's Lash. It's the one that lightnings and binds.
Okay, what's that do? Just
So, hit the button.
Yep, I'll hit the button. Push the button, Frank.
push the button, Frank.
Zeus's Lash is here. It's dazed, stunned, paralyzed. Those are the orders.
Okay, DC 19 of what?
Dodge check first, followed by a fortitude save.
Oh, that's right, it's a thing.
Mhm.
Alright, dodge check.
Well then, I guess you hit.
Lucky me.
Fortitude. Oh yeah,
Doesn't do anything,
she's fine.
but you hit her.
Is that plus what?
That's plus 13.
Goodness. Okay.
She's thick.
I'm gonna make a reroll
Is that
then. Let's
with-
do for luck. I
is
mean,
that
we're
with
in this
two
for the
Cs?
business.
What'd you say?
That's
Yes.
thick with 2 C's.
Sure.
Besides, I'm sure Marble would like her to reroll and be worse.
Seeing that
Travis
they're
sort
not
of looks-
overly concerned about him, Jin's gonna sit back down and just go back to eating. Kind of grabbing his head and still just muttering to himself.
Travis looks over at Harrison and he's like, "Oh, great! The demon's controlling the dice."
All right, with that, we might as well roll initiatives then.
Well,
Harrison's gonna look back at Travis. Do we just want to get out of here?
Alrighty. Alright. Anybody else? Where's init rolls? Guys?
Well,
I think we lost Jamie.
I do think we lost Jim.
He said something about having his Discord having issues today.
Well, it's not just him. It's been a Google Cloud thing.
Yeah, it has.
I know YouTube and Discord were down for quite a bit earlier.
Yeah, it went down for me for like 2 hours because of the Google Cloud issue.
Speaking of issues, we're going to do some shameless self-promotion while we're figuring this all out. 2 weeks from now, we're going back to Bay City Chronicles. We're going to be on the road to Revolution, so 2 weeks from now, our normal time. Make sure you tune in. We'll have new surprises, new characters, and, well, love letters. You heard me right, love letters.
Indeed. Yeah, Dark, give me your init roll while we're
Which one?
initiative. Say. Okay, I didn't think anyone was going to roll worse than her, but I was wrong.
It's what I do best.
Yes, bad rolls, we know.
What, I get a 1? I didn't even see my dice.
You got a 5.
You got a no. You got a 1. No. Yeah, you got a 5. Your initiative is a 1.
Right. Also, OPT, you can take control of his sheet and roll his initiative.
Yeah, that's
for
what I
him.
was gonna do. So. All right, there we go. Okay. Well, he's back in. I think he's. Yeah, Cham's internet must have gone on. Anyway. Okay, so Travis, you are first.
hello.
Hey, welcome back.
I reset my router. Hopefully that fixed it.
No worries. I'm good. I rolled your initiative for you.
Thank you. Did I do good?
Yeah, you're middle of the pack.
Good with that.
Alright, so, Travis, do something.
Travis turns around, takes his folder, and wedges it in the gap between the door and the door frame.
Okay.
I have a feeling that I shouldn't be holding this right now.
Okay, then.
And that's it.
All right. You missed nothing.
Oh, good.
Okay. Harrison, you're up.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be holding this. Are we gonna stay and help him, or are we just gonna leave?
I mean, I would rather stick to my schedule, but I don't want this shop to go. This is part of my schedule, and well, if it's not here, then I have to find somewhere else, and then I have to totally redraw from schedule because nowhere else is just right.
Travis, breathe. We'll save the shop.
When Harrison tells Travis to breathe, Travis takes in a really deep breath, and then from out of nowhere, because no one's ever seen this before, he pulls an inhaler out of his pocket and takes a hit of it.
And then you get a comic panel of just Harrison just thinking to himself, why am I not surprised?
Of course. Alright, so Harrison, what are you doing?
Moving in and being ready to do whatever needs to be done.
Okay. Chet! It's your turn.
Did lightning work on her, by the way?
It
Did lightning
missed.
last?
No, it missed.
Okay, that's exactly why I disconnected.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Okay,
her reroll also, you missed.
Okay, good to know. That's bad. Great.
She doesn't look overly happy.
This back here, is this a window or a door?
It's a window. You only,
Cool.
the main doors are right there. There's one there going out to the patio. There probably should be a door in the back, so we'll just say there is for fire hazard safety. But these are windows.
Alrighty. Oh, well, Chet's gonna walk around here, put a table between him and her, and he's gonna be like, you know, I don't know what just happened there. That was totally a mistake. Those dice, they just do whatever they decide to do. That was totally not on purpose. No hard feelings, right? I mean, we can still talk about this. I'm sure Marble can get you whatever you need. He's good for it.
You hear Myrtle say, I don't think she has feelings.
None of you guys do.
Hey, I have feelings.
Good feelings. I'm not gonna be able to. I'm gonna roll my dice.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna see if I can get something that maybe can get me out of here.
Okay.
I almost rolled a d20. Rolling a d6. Nope. Chet rolls his dice, and he starts immediately doubting himself in this whole situation. He's shaking in his boots.
So, hold on.
Womp womp.
Okay. Never mind. So basically, you roll your dice and you roll a 1. You just hear Marble, like, you feel Marble climb up onto your shoulders and smack you in the back of the head.
Ow!
Like, what is wrong with you? Like, this was the one time you needed to not do that! The one time!
Is Marble visible at this
Oh yeah,
point?
he's been visible this whole time.
There's already
At
one
this
demon
point-
in here.
Yeah, you just get a look over from Harrison Travis. What's that?
You've actually seen him before. He popped up and waved to you once.
He did.
Harrison probably wasn't paying attention to that.
Fair enough.
Or he thought it was part of the time loop.
Alright, so, Travis.
Chet's just like, not the face!
Travis really doesn't react at all. He's just like part of him still just wants to leave. So he's like in internal conflict right now, debating what he wants to do.
Okay, so Myrna is going to... Hold on one second. Gotta make sure I got this roll right.
I said not the face. I clearly gave her an idea.
I mean, you could always crit her hair.
That you could do.
That is a proven strategy.
It's very much so a proven strategy.
So at this point, Jin's kind of watching, but like kicks back in the seat, just like gnawing on a sandwich, so just kind of like muttering to himself.
Just watching.
Okay, so yeah, just watching. So what she's going to do is she's going to reach out for you, Chet.
Great.
And she puts her hand, like, or at least goes for your neck with the amazing, awesome attack I like to call Ancient Pitch. Oh my god!
Was that a crit?
Yeah, it is.
Using luck. Gonna reroll that.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Does 15 hit your parry?
By 1.
So it doesn't matter. The only thing you don't have to do is beat a DC 30. That's a DC 25 Fortitude save.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm just picturing, oh, he's so cute!
No,
Itching your cheek.
It says ancient... Ouch!
Okay, so she reaches for you, and as you're like bumbling about the fact that you've just rolled a 1 in your in your magic D6, she reaches out and basically does the Vulcan, like, you know, grip, like,
I was hoping for that.
grip thing, and you just collapse to the ground, unable to move.
Fighting ruffians on the street has never prepared me for this. Who knew?
Everybody else make a perception check right now.
I really like 31s on my perception checks, apparently.
Okay, so all of you notice that as Chet falls to the ground from this paralyzing move, Mira, the demon, actually, like, gently lays him on the ground. And kind of, like, grabs him from the back and just kind of, like, sets him down.
How kind of her.
You know, you hear Marble say, Marble kind of jumps out and, like, stands at your chest, like, why would you do that? She just stares at him like, there, your mortal's not a problem now. Jin over there. Yeah.
Am I gonna die?
just staring up at the ceiling. Because you're awake, you're just paralyzed.
Yeah.
Just staring at the ceiling like, I'm going to die here in the sandwich shop.
I didn't even finish my sandwich.
Jin, what do you do?
Well, I mean, I've had no reason to interfere, so I'd still just kind of be watching intently.
That's fine.
But not really doing much other than eating my sandwich and just kind of talking to myself still, like having like an internal monologue with what's going on in my head.
That's fine. You hear Sammy over here yell, "Hey! No fighting in the store!" Though he looks kind of strangely at everything that's going on.
Don't know if I call that a fight.
Travis! That's why he hasn't done anything yet.
There's a sign on the back wall that just says no powers.
Right. No superpowers. Alright, Travis, you're up.
Travis sort of shouts over to the knocked out Chet. Marble, by what just happened, I would suggest you giving Demon Lady what she wants.
Okay. Harrison?
Is going to follow Travis's lead and just look and go, yeah, I highly suggest that. This is a nice place. We like this place. Give her what she wants.
So
And as Harrison says that, he purposely makes his hand glow. Letting Marble know full well what he's implying.
Right. So, on Chet's turn, since he's paralyzed, Marble, who's standing at his chest, kind of sighs.
Can
Fine.
Chet say anything, or is he dead?
You can talk, kind of.
Oh, good.
You know, kind
Do
of
it, you little squirrel.
more along the lines of, do it, or... Like, you can kind of talk, but you can't move your mouth. So your
You
mouth
definitely
is...
gotta tell him to do it as angrily as possible.
Do it, you little treasure. Just do it!
So Marble sighs. Okay, fine. So he walks down to Chet's pocket and reaches into his pocket and pulls out a $20 bill and then walks over to Mira and hands it to her. Fine. Here. Look, you won, I guess, technically fair and square, though I still don't say it. She just kind of looks at him and he just shuts up and like hands her the money. It's fine, take it. Which she does. And then with her, on her turn now, she kind of pats Chet on the shoulder, which oddly enough brings feelings back to all of his limbs. As she then gently and kindly steps over him and walks up to the sandwich counter and orders a Slammin Sammy sandwich. By the way, we're not really in turn order anymore.
Hold on. So what you're telling me? At this point, Harrison walks over, grabs the half of the disgusting turkey ketchup sandwich, starts eating it nonchalantly, realizes what it is, attempts to spit it out, then realizes no, it's food anyway, eats it, and then starts chewing and looking at Marble. So what you're telling me is you were willing to have this entire place burned down over $20.
You risked my life for $20?
Oh, she's not gonna kill anyone. She's a softie.
Number 2, and he's looking Chet directly in the eye when he says this. Who puts ketchup on a sandwich?
I like tomatoes, okay?
They have them fresh here. And you just see Harrison, like, with this half-eaten sandwich, with an absolutely disgusted look on his face, but still eating it anyway.
Wait, that was my money! Why didn't you pay with your own money?
He looks at you and says, does it look like I have pockets?
I guess that was a stupid question.
Thank you.
And just because he wants to see if he can do this again, just more for fun than anything else, I'm going to need a perception check from Chet as Harrison's going to try and swipe another 20 so he can get his own sand.
I don't think Chet has another 20, friend. He's got like maybe a $5 in there probably left.
That'll work.
Okay.
Hold on. I have skill mastery in sleight of hand, so you're going to have to beat a 20.
In perception?
Yes. So you see basically Harrison, who the heck puts ketchup on a sandwich as he puts the sandwich down on you and is trying to get a 5 out of your pocket and it's like stuck?
So,
Damn it!
I grab his wrist like, no, I've lost enough money already today.
Travis kind of walks over to Chet and says, "Whoa, this is just wonderful because now that I see demon interactions, I got to work it into my schedule to purposely avoid you."
I thought we had a thing. We had a conversation. I mean, you like D&D, so you like rolling dice. I like rolling dice. Clearly, we have some sort of a thing together here, right?
That's all well and good, but I don't want to deal with that. D&D I'm fine with, but I don't want to deal with that.
I can't blame you. But nobody died. All in all, it's a pretty good day.
You hear
No,
Mira?
you just went into like a massive paralysis on the ground. I mean, she could have easily killed you.
She could have. She really could have. I saw my life flash before my eyes. But she didn't. Thank goodness.
And Marvel wouldn't have cared.
I look at Marble to make sure. But
What?
if he cares if I would have lived or died.
Of course I would care. You're my pack mortal.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess he does care. That's sweet.
So, what you're saying is you're his Hodor.
More like his host.
So, I need everybody to give me perception checks right now.
Okay, I lied. This time I'm going higher.
Right. Okay, so Jin is clearly engrossed with his sandwich, but everybody else standing next to him. Here's when I think it was what is it, Chet that said, "Well, nobody died." Somebody said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
You hear Myrna say, "Well, not yet, anyway." As both her and you notice this, both her and Marble are staring out the windows.
Oh, no. The day was going so good.
Mira kind of frowns and says, demons are coming.
Travis looks over at Harrison. And he's like, leaving was the correct choice.
We can still go now if we hurry.
Can I go with you?
You hear her
No.
she looks over at you and says, it's too late.
Once again, speech bubble with symbols.
Yeah,
Yes.
At this point, you're gonna Harrison speech bubble with the same symbols, and then just sort of and at least let's take it outside because I really don't want to destroy this place.
So Merida looks over at you and says, but yes, demons are coming. I know it. I can feel it. It's a thing.
I feel very unsurprised.
So
And I agree with them that we should take it outside.
well, before anything moves, you see, because out the window, you see this now reddish nice little demon. Actually, he's not little, but there he is. Standing out here and saying something along the lines of, and you can hear this despite the fact that he's outside. Marble!
Oh, gosh!
Marble sighs. Oh, no, not him.
How much money is it this time? I'm out of
So
20s.
is Marble tangible right now?
Oh, yeah.
Harrison's just grabbing him by the scruff of the neck. And just literally marching outside with him, throwing Marble at the demon, and walking back in.
Well, unfortunately for you, he's really slick and a nice little demon. He is able to slip out of your grip.
Doesn't surprise me. But so
Before,
basically you're saying Harrison gets halfway the
right, as he pulls out of here, it's like, hey! Unfortunately, this guy's not here for money.
No, he's here for you. I was giving him you so we don't have to fight.
He's not really here for me. Sort of.
So why did he call your name?
Oh no, he knows, because I know what he wants.
Then inform us what he wants so we're not playing 20 questions.
The less you know about that, the better.
We need to know it. He's here.
No, there's nothing yet. I've got... Oh, no. And you hear him grin and say, are you saying you don't have what I'm looking for? What I'm here to collect?
Hold on, Mr. Demon, sir, person, thing. None of us here want to fight. In fact, we really just want to... And you can see, like, Harrison starting to sound like Travis a little bit as he's stuttering, because he's trying to talk to a demon.
Right.
and none of us know what it is you're looking for. So obviously he doesn't want to tell us, but if you can tell us what you're looking for, we can try and do our best to help get it to you.
The demon who, like, the only time he looks at you is when you say something about how you can help him, and he looks at you and just kind of laughs and says, "This has nothing to do mortals."
Good, so we can leave.
No, I'm afraid not. I see you are friends with this one.
Friend is a very strong word.
That one, he points to the chat. The demon's just attached to him. The rest of us, we've met like a couple of times, but we have nothing to do with that. So can the rest of us go?
In response, the demon throws a fireball through this window here. Not at anybody specifically, but it bursts the window, obviously. It doesn't set anything on fire, because it's a special demon fire. But it gets glass all over the place, including on, like, Jin's, like, lap and whatnot.
I guess that's a no.
As that happens...
It's great. I'm already 5 minutes behind schedule now.
Well, whole
As
day's
that
lost.
happens, the sky above the restaurant starts going really, really dark and storm cloudy.
You just get a comic panel that Harrison's looking over to Travis, looking at the clock on the wall, looks over to Travis. You might want to clear your 2:30.
But my schedule's all the way over there at the door. Oh my goodness.
At this point, Harrison, in the process of the demon throwing the fireball, Harrison walks over to the schedule, picks it up, and erases the 2:30.
Marble, you know what I'm looking for. Where is it? Guys, look. I know I've been kind of coy about this and whatnot, but he really can't get what he's looking for.
What is it? Tell us straight.
Maybe later.
We don't have later. We have now.
I'm pretty sure by later we'll already know what it is.
Yeah. You tell us now, or none of us help you.
It's not about helping me at this point, I don't think. I think he's gonna burn this place down if we don't get rid of him.
At this, you just see Jin in the corner like slowly stand up and start shaking off the glass pieces, looking at a sandwich in disgust and just throwing it on the ground, and just slowly walking towards you.
Cause...
Oh, wait a second. He wants you, though, right, Marble?
No, he wants information I have.
Essentially means you.
Give it to him, so we don't have to fight.
He looks at you and says, I can't give it to him.
So, right now, Travis sort of turns around, looks over his shoulder, and he's like, Sammy, I'm gonna want another sandwich. Do you happen to have lettuce that just came in, like, in the last day or two in the walk-in cooler?
Sammy...
Do you think you could check for me?
Sammy says, of course I do. I always keep some fresh just for you.
Okay. When Sammy walks in, Travis sort of slams the door and locks him in there.
Nice.
Hey! Hey, what's going...
It's for your own good. I'm
That was
sorry.
the last match.
I'll pay you double.
That was a sandwich. Guys, he's got friends.
Are you sure they're friends? Because I'm not so sure you know what friends are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just know things as pawns.
Okay, he's got pods.
Can I do an insight check or something on Marble to figure out if he's like...
Sure, go right ahead.
Yeah. Try to figure like, think he's hiding, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not just like a silly thing. Like...
Okay. From your insight check, you are actually of the opinion that for the first time in his life, first time that you've known him, he is actually scared.
He wasn't scared before?
No. I mean, he was annoyed before. Well, he was acting more
gotcha.
scared than what, because he, that was just whatever.
Chet actually looks over to Travis and Harrison. He's like, guys, starting to get the feeling that these demons may be dealing in information that we probably don't want them to have. Like, call it a hunch. But when demons really want something badly, and it's information, they don't want to share it, that usually means bad news.
Look, I mean, the past 2 times that we've been all in the same place, crazy things has happened. The first time I got locked in a vault with a guy who turned into a demon. The second time I lost my Reese's peanut butter cup.
It was a travesty, yes.
Speaking of which, Travis, give yourself a hero point for saving Sammy. That was funny.
Right.
So, look. Not that I don't enjoy hanging out with you guys, because it's nice to actually talk to people. But if every time I see you, we're going to end up fighting some crazy, stupid, and you just see the all the letters and things, as he's obviously using language a 15-year-old should not know.
Right.
I'd prefer to not. So, Marble, if that is what your name is.
That's my name.
I'll help. But it's going to cost you.
What are you talking about?
Travis looks over. Are you really going to make a deal with a demon?
Chet actually said, kind of interested, like, what's he going to get out of Marble? Oh no, what's he going to get out of me?
And that's all Harrison says is, it's going to cost you.
Do you mean him or me? Just so we're clear.
So,
I said Marble. However he gets it is entirely up to
so Marble kind of smiles and hops off of Chet's shoulder and walks over to you and holds his hand up and says, absolutely, 100%, when you help us, you'll get some of Chet's money.
Harrison looks, like, scooches down to Marble, looks real close, doesn't shake his hand, and goes, I've already got that.
He looks up and just, yes, I know.
Then why do I need your help getting it?
I said more money.
Like I said, we'll talk. As of right now, we gotta stop him from burning down Sammy's.
Okay.
And he just completely ignores Marble and just sort of does something extremely stupid. Comes over here.
Stepping right up front.
Is that all you do? I was expecting you to, say something.
So, we tried negotiating. Obviously, that didn't work with you, did it? And now you're starting to throw fireballs in here. Obviously, we're past the talking section. But if we're gonna do this, can we do it outside, please? I kind of like this place.
I think this place is an abomination. It serves sandwiches with ketchup on them, after all.
Oh, no, that was him, and he points right to Chet.
I asked.
The fact that they allowed it.
It's only because Sammy's Sammy's a good guy, and he doesn't want to disappoint anyone. And, well, if you destroy this place, he's going to disappoint a lot of people because he won't be able to serve people anymore, And then that's what leaves us off his schedule, so please don't destroy this place.
He looks over at you and says... Or he looks over at Travis and says, well then, give me what I want, and we won't destroy this place. How's that?
Yes, if I knew what you wanted, I would give it to you. And in fact, if you'd like, I can make something up. I just need to know what you want.
Looks at Marble and says, only he knows what I want. And it's his to give me.
I mean, if it's a fair trade, we can give you Marble.
Kind of laughs. I don't need that pipsqueak. that lion luck demon of all things. But he knows what I want, and he knows where it is. Marble shakes his head like, I don't know where it is! Oh, shoot! the demon just grins and says, so you're saying your life is forfeit, then? No, of course not. I could totally get what you're,
Marble.
What?
Marble.
What?
Shut up.
Okay. He just slinks onto, Chet's shoulders and kind of disappears.
Let's see. Chet actually, he kind of walks up here a little bit too, somewhat close to Harrison. And he actually kind of whispers under his breath at Harrison, something just so they can hear. Hey, how many of those guys do you think you could possibly hit?
All of them.
Good. Get that ready. And he speaks up immediately and says, all right. You know what? We're good guys here. We all like to make deals. We all like to talk. How about we just lay it straight? We will give you what you want. Scout's honor. But we'll only give it to you. How about this? If we can beat your little posse back there, then you go away. And this is all put behind us. Nobody has to get hurt any further. We're done. But if you can beat us, then you can have whatever you want. Sound good?
The collector just looks at you. Kind of tilts his head. As you're talking, it doesn't look like he's understanding you. More because he's just kind of stupefied you're even speaking to him. But, as you make your offer, he says, so what you're saying is, if I kill you, I could take Marble and get what I need.
Oh, that's most likely what's going to happen. Or, possibly, we could possibly kill your guys with like a giant big Harrison fireball.
Harrison just looks back at you. I don't do fireballs.
Well, it looked like a giant explosion and...
That doesn't mean it's a fireball. Do you want to see it?
I'd like to see it, yes. I think the moment's ruined.
If you really want to see it, I mean, I guess you can see it. Travis, do I show him?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so you'll see his hand glow, and right in the middle of this whole thing, it's a 30-foot burst, which is going to cover everything, including him. I'm going to use double-edged sword. They'll all need to make dodge checks at DC 20.
Each one of them? Ay.
You give me minions, I blow up minions. Makes you feel better. I have to make a DC 20 toughness save.
Ooh!
Okay, so, 1, 2, 3 of them made it.
3 of them will have to make a save. We'll have to make this... the 3 who passed, because they only passed by 5, will have to make a DC 20 toughness save. The other ones who did not will have to make DC 25.
Guess we'll do those 3 first. Because I don't think anyone's making this. And one of them did.
No, that's one of the ones that had to make the 25. He didn't make it.
No. The first...
He did the 25 first.
No,
the first one. The first one had to do the... Okay, so I got 7 of them? Oh, I should probably make my save now. Yeah, you also see this. You see this, black and red crackling energy just sort of appear and do this magical explosion. And then inside, you see Harrison's hand sort of do the same crack back and just sort of flare up on him. And he's just sort of shaking his left hand going, yeah, There's a reason I don't do this a lot.
Okay, so it wasn't a fireball.
No,
I got
but they're
nothing out of-
they're minions, so that means a lot of them go away.
That looked painful, kid.
So the collector sees this. He kind of laughs. He's like, I see. Young one has spunk. I like that. He grins. But if you think that's the only friends I brought with me, you're sorely mistaken, my friend. And as he says that, the window off to the side here smashes. Very loud crash, tang, kabang.
And somewhere Anton takes an arrow to the armor.
Right.
Tink, 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 tink.
Right. Congratulations. I have to bust these guys out like immediately rather than later in the encounter. But there's another grouping of these gremlins, as I like to call them. And why can't I select things anymore?
Wrong layer?
I'm on the right layer. Oh, there we go. And these guys come plowing into the store.
Well, nuts. There's more.
And in good old XCOM fashion, they all spread out immediately upon seeing enemies.
So which one? You said they were gremlins. So which one's named Mogwai?
He's dead already.
Oh.
You killed Mogwai!
Well, I exposed him to too much light.
Exactly.
They're in a sandwich shop after midnight. Oh no.
Not
Need me,
quite.
Seymour?
Alright, so let's roll initiatives then.
Weird.
What?
I pressed the button for the initiative and it said, no valid token was selected. So I...
Yeah, you have to highlight your token to do it.
Ah.
To send it directly to the board. But, like a good GM, OPT can manually punch them in.
Yep, I'm good.
Much appreciated.
Hey, real quick, chat, what's your dexterity?
It's actually okay. Dexterity is... Oh, it's a 3.
And I'll take care of Jin's roll real quick. If I could actually remember where his stupid sheet's at. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we are at the top of the order with Travis.
Okay, so obviously hearing the crash behind him, Travis decides, okay, these creeps just broke the window and came in through it, so he's going to use the glass that they shattered to attack.
Oh,
Nice.
creative.
Who are you attacking? That guy? Alright. So, that would be a dodge, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That actually does not hit him.
Wow.
Based on the rolls, I know exactly what their dodge is.
Well, because there's so much glass, I'm going to use my luck to re-roll that.
Alright. That also doesn't hit.
But
That gets a plus 10.
plus 10, so a 24.
Oh, you're using a... Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were just using your luck.
No. Luck treats rerolls like hero points.
Oh, they do? Okay, I'm sorry. I did not know that. My bad.
Yes.
Okay, so that will hit him then.
When you use a luck point for yourself, when you use it to force somebody else to reroll, it does not.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's really what I've been doing. Okay.
Right. All right, so... Make sure I'm using the right sheet first before I do that. So what is DC 25 stuff to save? Okay, well, I can actually make this if I didn't crit.
Womp womp.
Okay, so that guy's out. Like, immediately. So your glass, the comic panel is glass just slamming into this thing like spikes going through an Iron Maiden kind of thing, and he falls over. It's like right on the register too. But it's the collector's turn.
What a terrifying name.
When that thing falls over on the register, Travis sort of thinks to himself, well, at least I don't have to worry about them taking the money.
Always look on the bright side.
Always look on the bright... Okay, anyway. Alright, so let me make sure that this is... Okay. So, the collector, here's what he does. He reaches out... He stands right here. He looks directly at Harrison. Because he kind of likes your stuff. He holds his hand out in your direction. And you feel this force kind of start coming into your very mind. And maybe even your soul. He's attacking you with a move that is simply called Possession. There's no roll for this. Ignore that. It's a perception check or perception attack.
Nope, that's fair.
That's a DC will save. Okay, so
that's a big no. That's a definite no, Ghost Rider.
So as much as you feel this power coming into you, you immediately slam it out of your mind, and just like no. And so much so that he kind of like staggers back slightly. He's not staggering. He's just like, okay.
Yeah, just gonna look at him and give him the rock eyebrow. Just
he kind of smirks, looks back, and he's like, "Ooh, I knew I liked you."
Ew.
Anyone else feel dirty?
Very.
So it's the Gremlin's turn. This guy is going to come in here. And he can make it here. Alright, so first gremlin shows up, and first he doesn't seem to have anything, but suddenly, when he raises his hand, he then has kind of like a sword just kind of appear in his hands. Kind of out of fire, but it's not, the sword's not on fire. It's just like flame appears in his hand and turns into a sword. And he attacks you with his sword.
Stabbity stab stab.
Yes.
He will stabbity stab stab at me.
Okay, but DC is only 20.
You can do that.
I
Can,
but I'll take a bruise.
Take a bruise.
So, as this sword appears, Harrison tries to grab his daggers to parry it, but doesn't quite get it up in time as he's going to block. He's a little short. It just gets cut on the arm.
So, this gremlin over here saw what Travis did, and he's just going to run past Mira, but who, by the way, Mira looks like she's standing on edge, but she doesn't look like she's going to do much, if anything. When you hear Marble say something like, "It's not really time to be pacifist now!" So, Harrison, this gremlin is going to attack you with the same thing.
You mean Travis?
Travis, sorry. Travis, 18 to your parry.
Just misses.
That's fine. So, and then this gremlin, last one, he's going to jump up onto the place where all the lettuce is at. And he's going to, kind of take in a deep breath, and he's going to breathe out demonic fire towards Chet.
That sounds awful.
Well, that's an 11 against your dodge.
That totally does not hit.
Okay. So.
Surprisingly, this attack is fire-based.
Right. So, that is that for them. So the fireball that he throws kind of misses and thankfully doesn't light anything on fire yet. Chet, it's your turn.
Alrighty, Chet. He's actually going to walk over here a bit. And he's gonna look at Mira. He's gonna actually ask her, it's like, hey, we paid you back. We paid you back what you owed. Mind helping us out a little bit in a pinch? Maybe on that collector guy? I mean, you look pretty strong and sturdy.
She kind of folds her arms and says, Collector and I have agreement. More like understanding.
Gotcha. Demons. Alright. Well, I mean, it could be really a nice reward for you if you help us take him down. Who knows what he has, but if you don't want to help, I'll just take care of things here.
Good luck! She smiles at you.
Yeah.
I am rooting for you. I like you better than him.
Oh, good. I like me too. He rolls his dice. He gets Marble Claw. Alrighty, so that one's going for... He's, well, I can choose now, actually. I just stored it. So I'm going to throw that one on the, Collector himself, because he went for one of my buddies.
Okay.
Or at least one of my allies.
Alright.
Okay, that is here. That's a will.
Will. That's just 10 plus his will, right?
Well, first off, does an 18 hit him?
Hit his what?
His will.
Dodge.
It's a dodge.
Dodge. Yes, it does.
It's will damage, okay, yeah.
Yes, it does hit his will. Let me...
Well, it's a range attack, so it would be his dodge, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, so dodge, then a will save.
Right, let me look at something real quick. Because... Nope, he doesn't have that. Oh, he's got that. Right. Okay. All right. So what happens then?
Chet holds out his hand with his dice, and a dark cloud kind of goes over his hand as a spire of dark, like a dark, what do you call a spire, shoots up beneath the collector's feet like a spike.
Mm-hmm. And that's will damage, right?
That is will damage.
Okay, so he takes, was that a bruise or 2 bruises? Or I mean, a bruise and a...
If it's damage, then that should be a DC 24 because damage is all the same. So it would be a will bruise and just a regular dazed condition.
Gotcha. All right.
Alrighty, and nothing else here. Tried to schmooze, failed, so I threw a spike at him.
Okay. You see the collector kind of like, you know, his that goes through him, and he's kind of screaming like ah, and you see him hold his head like he's got like a headache, and he looks up, and he's not nearly as collected as he was before.
Back off of my friends, pal. You can get your information some other time.
All right. It is Jin's turn. I don't know if we've got Dark back yet or not.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
I was back about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, sorry.
Understandably, you have a lot to keep track of.
So, with me covered in glass and ruining my perfectly good sandwich, I would be slowly walking towards, I believe you called him the Collector,
Yep.
correct? And I would be looking at him and muttering about how stupid kids ruining a perfectly good meal, and then turning into... Shut up, TJ. I see that. I would just lose my corporal form and just appear as a living wall of lightning, and I will shock the Collector with my Rain of the Gods.
Okay, so as you do that, Marble just kind of watches this, drops his jaw. It's like, oh, wow. Why
Holy
couldn't
cow.
I have gotten him in a pact? I stuck with this guy. Oh, I mean, hi.
No, it's fine. You're stuck with this guy.
What is that against?
Dodge.
It's a range.
It says toughness.
No,
Yeah, it's a dodge.
dodge.
It's an attack against dodge and then a toughness save.
That actually hits his dodge.
So you literally made a character that Dark can hit.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure how to make characters that are good. If Dark can hit them, there's probably a flaw. Love you, Dark.
Ooh,
Love
he
you,
missed.
OPT.
Thank you. Alright, he's going to take a bruise then. From that. So he gets struck by lightning kind of in the shoulder. Ah!
And you just notice that it's like just absolutely downpouring outside now.
Right. Alright. Harrison.
As adorable as the little gremlin is, Harrison is kind of mad at this giant devil demon thing who just tried to get into his head.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't open up to people normally. He doesn't like people going into his head. So, because I think it's kind of cool to use this, and if you don't want to narratively let me do it, it's fine. Harrison's going to
Ignore that I misclicked.
Harrison's going to parkour off the demon's sword, do a front flip, pull out both daggers, run at the Collector, and just dual slash with him.
Okay. Well, tell you what. I'll let you do that if you give me the equivalent of an opportunity attack in D&D, since you're basically jumping off his sword.
I mean, I can just jump off the table if I need to.
That would be better.
The sword was just narratively cooler.
I understand.
So I'll jump off the table.
That's
I'll
fine.
Jump off the table.
I was gonna say, if you want,
The sword was just narratively cool.
gonna say if you wanted a sword, that's fine. But you know, I'd like to have that anyway. Yeah. So okay, that's fine. So you
It
get
was
over
still
him.
cool. Oh my goodness.
This is a multi-attack thing, so I'm assuming a 32 hits his parry.
Oh
My
yeah.
question is, by how much?
A lot. That'd be all 3 tiers.
Okay, so DC 25 toughness save as much quicker than you would expect. Harrison is on him after parkouring over 2 tables through the window and just sort of does the sort of like the land double slash thing and sort of lands next to him in the superhero pose.
So what is it? I'm sorry, DC what?
25 toughness save.
25. Okay, takes a bruise.
Woohoo!
Except that was the wrong sheet. Okay, what was it? Oh wait, he's got the same stat. Never mind. Takes a bruise. Yeah, well,
He
he's
sort of rolls, looks up, smiles.
so the collectors looks kind of like, you know, you stab him, you know, cut him basically as he like pulls his arm up and whatever, and looks directly at you. Mira just kind of sits back and
I hope you're enjoying this show.
she's gonna walk over here, and she's actually going to do this. That's gonna hit the demon. Wait, actually, hold on. Is that gonna hit the demon? The gremlin?
I would imagine 26 hits the demon's parry.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it does. So, that is a fortitude save, which he doesn't make. So, basically, she shoves the demon, like, this way. Feet. The gremlin, anyway. That's all she does.
Still nice of her.
Travis, you're up.
So, the demon that she just pushed, Travis sort of looks at, and for the first time, no one's ever seen this before, so they can react accordingly. But in Travis's hand emerges a magenta energy infused pole with blades at either end.
That sounds awesome.
And he goes ahead and swings it at the demon.
Yeah, it hits.
Don't mind the double because he just swings one end at it. He's not splitting the attack. So
Oh, fair enough.
just a DC 25 toughness.
Yeah, he drops.
And after Travis swings it, he sort of spins it above his head, and both of his hands meet in the middle of the weapon. And when he brings it down, one side of the weapon is in each hand. So he split the weapon in half.
Nice.
Chet just looks at this like, when did you become cool?
Harrison, unfortunately, is back too after he superhero posed on the Collector, so he cannot react because he doesn't see this.
Right. Speaking of which, it's the Collector's turn. So he's kind of pissed at you. So he's going to hold up a hand, and he's going to attack you directly with this. Hellfire Blast. It is actually a ranged attack, so this would be your dodge.
Well, I'm equal on that, and it dead nut hits me.
Okay, then. DC 26.
I'm
Toughness.
going to use my hero point for ultimate effort toughness, which automatically gives me a 20 on my roll, which is a 30.
Nice.
Okay.
So he's going to envelop me, and this is I think this is going to look really cool for this. So he just sort of like raises his hand up to blast me. I just get the left hand up where this rune is, and just sort of blast a little bit of defensive magic back. So you sort of have his demon fireball, meaning my sort of weird black and red energy blast, and it just looks really cool. And then unfortunately blows out the window.
Glass shattering over the like. Kind of.
There's now even more glass in Jin Samich.
That poor sandwich.
That poor Samich, indeed. Kind of looks at you, smiles, and says, "You are definitely something I would like."
Hands off the merchandise.
Well, he's going to spend his villain point. Actually, I called it demon point.
Close enough.
Well, if only because Mira has one too, and I didn't want to say she wasn't actually a villain. So he's going to use his villain point, and he's going to reach out at you. He's going to grab you. Not like a grab, but he's going to place his hand on you. And he's going to
reach out and touch somebody.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's his, well, the roll doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
He's going to try to get in your head again. Okay, never mind.
He's a willful kid.
Well, Will is his highest stat.
Right. Yeah, I know. He gets rejected again. He's looking at you like, darn, what stupid kid.
What can I say? I have a stubborn streak.
You have something more than that, don't you?
I don't like how hungry you're getting.
Yeah, I do. They're called friends.
More than that.
And he says friends loud enough so that he knows Mostly Travis, but Chet and Travis hear it.
Right. He looks at you and smiles and says, "You're the one they were talking about."
We'll continue that on Harrison's turn.
Indeed. Oh, it's a gremlin's turn. Do I have any gremlins left? I do, as a matter of fact, have gremlins left. Okay, so, this guy saw the light. You turned into lightning there, Jin, and, he's not going to get close to you. He's just going to sit back here and breathe fire at your face, because he doesn't want to get... You'll shove a metal sword in your... because you're lightning and stuff, and that seems like that would be a bad idea.
I would agree.
Never mind.
No. Womp womp.
Never mind.
He burps smoke.
Yeah, basically. He sees his cog panel. So the cog panel is he breathes in deep and then coughs.
He must have ate a little bit of that turkey and ketchup sandwich and gave him indigestion.
Right.
See, it was for the good of all.
Alright. So
Harrison also ate it, and he's starting to have indigestion.
right. So this guy's
I've
gonna
ruined this entire combat.
run up to you, Chet. He's gonna make his sword materialize. He's going to attack you with his sword.
Let's see.
20 against your parry.
What did he roll? A 12?
20. Yeah, he rolled a 12.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take that hit. So it's a DC at 20 for toughness.
Yeah, they have a decently high to hit, but their DCs are terrible. Oh, you'll take a bruise.
Oof. I've been bruised.
Okay. The demon looks happy.
Glad you're proud of yourself.
It's on you, though.
Gotcha. Chet's gonna wipe some blood off of his chin.
Actually, one sec. Actually, before we end, Jin, do me a favor. Roll a perception check. Dark?
You want me to roll?
Yeah. Real quick. Okay, just you totally see that little demon was attempting to do something in your direction. If you had rolled lower, I would have said you wouldn't even noticed, but you saw it, so there you go.
The one that tried to spit fire at me?
Yeah. You saw he tried to do that, that's all. Anyway, go ahead. Chet, you're up.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, Chet's gonna wipe some blood from his chin from the strikes. Okay. You asked for it, buddy. Let's see what fate has for you today. It's not, okay, nothing of that. So, Chet's gonna step back, and he's gonna summon the Starkness from beneath the floor again. Piercing right through
Yeah, and every time you do that, Marble just kind of stands on your shoulders with his arms crossed because he's really happy. Okay, that's against what again?
Should be dodge first.
That actually misses his dodge.
Then I will re-roll it with my luck. Let's go for
How
it.
often can you use that?
5 times per session.
5 times per session, only once per round.
Gotcha.
Correct. So I'll re-roll that, and that's going to be potentially better. Wait, that's... Sorry.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
There we go.
And he doesn't resist. So he...
Okay, so that's just straight damage.
Yep, well, no, he's a minion. He just dies.
Oh, okay.
Minions take the worst possible effect of anything if they hit. Correct, Teach?
You are correct, sir.
I was making sure I got that right. All right, Jin.
So, seeing that the little jerkwad tried to breathe fire on me, and is the collector still inside?
No, he's been outside this whole time.
But it's still close to the door.
Oh yeah, he's next to the window. Well, he's next to the window.
Would I be able to see him?
Oh, you can see him.
Alright, so I'm gonna go on this side of Douchebell here, and use my Shade Lightning to attack both of them.
Nice.
Nice indeed. Right, so how does that work exactly?
All right, when using multi-attack to attack multiple people, roll an attack roll for each person you're trying to attack. Take one off the roll for each person in the attack. So in this case, you're attacking 2 people. It's going to be 2 rolls, each at -2 from your normal attack.
Gotcha.
So I have to roll one more then?
Yeah.
Correct. So the first one's a 22, and the second one's a 26, which, they both hit.
But it's both. that definitely hits both of them. All right, so first thing is Gremlin guy. Immediately bursts into tiny shards of demon guts from lightning strike. And then collector guy. This is against toughness, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, you slam him really good.
Well, he is outside in pouring rain, too. He's got whacked with electricity.
Yeah, you sear him quite well, to the point that he looks, well, you damage him a lot, like to the point where some of his, like, demon skin is burning, and searing and whatnot, and I'm gonna give all of you guys a hero point to fiat his escape, because he, like, that happens, and in all of the smoke that comes from the burning of demon flesh, he disappears. So I will give all of you a hero point that you can actually carry into the next session.
Chet looks around real quick to make sure he's actually gone. Like, there's no trace of this guy?
Well, he's gone. There's the stench, but that's it.
Well,
At this point,
yeah.
Harrison walks back in, looks at Marble, and goes, I held up my end of the bargain, now you're holding up yours.
Yep.
Wait a second, what was the deal again?
So as you asked that, Marble reaches into your pants pocket again and pulls out the only 5 you've got left and hands it to Harrison.
No. He goes over, finds a blank page, and the only blank page, like the cardboard insert in Travis's schedule, rips it out, writes down a sandwich order, and hands it to Chet, and goes, "There you go."
Okay.
Wait. You just used something from my folder. That's gonna screw everything up. Why would you do that?
I don't think it has any actual words on it, so you're good, right?
The only page in there that doesn't have words.
It doesn't matter. I had that in there for a specific reason, and that separating things. And now they're not separated. And that's gonna take me time to. That's gonna take me time.
Travis.
Relax. That's gonna take me time to fix. And then sort of just walks away, back towards the walk-in.
I got duct tape. I'll fix it later.
At this point, as Chet's been going with the... Harrison goes back to the schedule, flips a couple of pages later, and you don't see what he's doing because everyone else is distracted, but he's clearly doing something to this schedule.
Travis turns around. You know what? Don't bother. Bring it here. And before Harrison can actually move right here, Travis just grabs it with his kinesis and pulls it over. And because he's frequented the restaurant enough, he knows that there's some sort of lighting device behind the counter. So he grabs it and just sets the whole thing on fire. You know what? I'll just print it back out at home.
Okay, so it's now a burning schedule book.
Well, so long as the problem is solved, I'll just make this. Oh, before I get too far though, before Jack gets too far, he actually does look at Mira because he actually wanted to say something to her. But he walks up to her and says, by the way, I saw that you helped out. That's why I say I appreciate it.
Thank you.
No hard feelings?
She looks curious. I don't understand phrase. Feelings are not hard.
You know what? Let's just say thank you for the help. I appreciate it.
Oh, of course. So, while you guys are doing this, you hear police sirens coming towards the building at a very quick pace. And a few moments later, you see somebody that at least one of you recognizes come into the store.
Oh, hey! It's a police officer that didn't die. At least once.
That was the other guy, actually, who died.
Oh, okay. Good.
Travis was sort of ignoring that. He actually opened up the walk-in and started profusely apologizing to Sammy for sort of just conning him to go in there and shutting him in the cooler.
He steps out and he looks at you and says, I mean, it's all right, laddie, but, you know, you didn't really have to do that. I can take care of myself.
Well, I just wanted to make sure. I mean, look at your shop, and I didn't know if it was going to be any worse. And well, you know, I wanted to make sure you're around because I like shopping here and I like your sandwiches and it's so convenient. So I mean, and you do so much for me to try to make sure that you have the proper ingredients and the freshest ingredients. And
he reaches over. So he reaches over, just pats you on the shoulder. It's like, it's okay, son. I appreciate it. Kind of walks up here, just kind of like, but while you were all doing that, I did call the police. Not on you, just because my store.
Probably good practice.
So the officer kind of runs in here. And it's like, so he holds up his badge and says, "Officer, more important. What's going on here?"
Took a second. I think we got the situation under control. There was just a little bit of a scuffle. You know how that goes.
A scuffle.
Yeah, like a fight, a brawl.
Yes. Seems like a big one.
It was a bit of one. But again, we got it all under control.
Well, he looks up at Mira and Jin, seeing that Jin is still in lightning form, I assume.
Yeah, because he's still rather annoyed his meal got messed up.
Right. He also kind of walks over here and looks at you first, Jin, says, and looks at you and says, demon or human?
Human.
Okay, good.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Looks at Merida, says, demon, yes? Merida nods. Says, all right. You got your papers? He says, she nods, and she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a card that like an ID card that she hands him, and he looks at, nods, and says, all right. We haven't really dealt with this before, but you're actually registered. It's kind of crazy.
There's a registration program?
Yeah, it's very rarely used around here, but yes, if the demon wishes to reside in the country, there's a passport.
Huh.
It's not something we see a lot of, quite frankly, but all of a sudden, since about 2 weeks ago, we've been getting more and more reports of demonic activity.
Yeah, it's been kind of a weird random occurrence. We've been seeing it around here a couple times, too. What are the odds?
So, you hear a voice in your head? It says, oh shoot, I forgot to renew my passport.
I'm surprised you're registered.
I'm not, actually, but it's okay. I have a pack mortal now, so I'm fine.
Oh, good, so I don't have to hide you under my jacket.
I'm not coming out anyway.
Good. I feel a lot better.
As the conversation goes on, the skies start to dry up a bit, And you just see Jin start going back towards a more human form.
Totally out of character, but can you do that around here because I'm sick of the rain?
Yes, I can. PG, start doing a rain dance.
I would, but I can't get it from my camera right now.
Right?
Something about Twitch TOS and needing to wear pants.
Okay.
What archaic laws these are.
I know.
I know, right?
Who knew?
I mean, if you really want, I can show you some leg.
So the officer kind of nods and starts just kind of asking generally what happened to everybody, and Mira kind of just go ahead and gives him an overview of the basics that this demon showed up and attacked the place. Doesn't tell him why. So it's kind of randomly attacked the place, and then he left. Gets his name down, basic general description and whatnot. And he asks all of you to stay there as he goes files a report so he can get better statements as he kind of heads out.
Chet does use that opportunity to actually walk up to Jin here, as he's just realized that the Raiden lightning god that just happened. And he's gonna approach him and say, thanks a bunch. I saw you just fried that demon debt collector, basically, more or less. So yeah, that was really awesome of you. I also apologize profusely.
You ruined my sandwich.
Well, we can get you another one.
You do that.
Well, I'm not going to be able to right now because I don't have the money for it.
You just said you apologize. Get me a sandwich.
I'm just picturing Marvel going and grabbing Chet's credit card at this point.
I can't. It's over limit.
No kidding, it is. I could probably still use that buy one get one free coupon. Don't worry. There we go.
Just Sammy just looks up at you and says, "I'll give you all food for free, but we have more important things to talk about."
I mean, the hungry man's a hungry man, but I don't disagree.
With that, once you give him the sandwich, it just instantly clears up, clean. And he just perfectly human and says, "Hey, thanks for the sandwich, man. Thank you very much for that."
Sammy,
what's going on here, by the way?
Sammy kind of tilts his head and sees us I've never had someone that satisfied with one of my sandwiches. Well, outside of that guy. I love Travis, though. He's great.
At this point, Harrison has just got the Slammin Sammy, which is the signature sandwich.
Oh, yeah, that is. Absolutely.
Of course it is.
So the thing Myrna ordered, speaking of which, she gives you all about and says, "Hey, go off now." So she leaves. Through the window, even though it's broken already, so she just...
it's like a door now.
Yeah, basically. So it's
Travis sort of follows over towards the window, and he has a dustpan in hand, but no broom.
Oh.
And he just sort of leans over and starts brushing all the glass into the dustpan with his telekinesis.
Nice. So, Sammy kind of calls us "Hey, Travis, later, please, guys. I think I need to show you something."
Wait, do you know something about this whole demon business?
Maybe a little bit more than I like to admit.
Demons, you say? What about demons? I just see, I just come up right over to him and just, start staring at him, intently.
So...
Just the guys you just fried! 3 of them!
Yeah, so Marble kind of pops out again and looks at you and says, "Demons like me. Hi!" He waves.
Not quite like him, but close.
Well, I am a demon.
Jin just goes over to him and just, picks him up and starts, turning him around, just, staring at him.
Ah!
He's examining the demon.
Hey, puppy, what are you... Oh, my God.
So, as this happens, as Jin goes over and picks up the demon off of Chet's shoulder, Harrison just walks over. "Oh, it's finally happened, Chet. You lost your marbles."
How long have you been saving that?
Since they first learned the name.
Smells like crap and just drops it.
Ah!
I told you I need to bathe more.
You do. Sammy kind of like beckons you to follow him into the back room. It's like, I've always known that demons existed, but since about 2 weeks ago, as that officer said, I've been hearing a lot of chatter on the radios, the police scanners, of demon activity.
Well, we've been noticing something too.
So, as you all, he's saying this, you're kind of going down, it's not pictured here, but like a small kind of like hallway where there would be like offices and whatnot. What happens is he keeps going back towards his office and then passes it by and goes towards something that looks like it should be a broom closet. But when he opens the door, what you all see in there is rows, like about 6 large like flat screen monitors attached to like the wall, all with like different cameras, like 6 different cameras on each screen, monitoring like massive parts of the city.
Okay, so hold on. Does anybody else find it really weird that we're being monitored by the sandwich shop?
I'm not monitoring any of you. These only really draw my attention when demons pop on here.
Jen just kind of like looks over his shoulder and goes, "We're here with a talking skunk and a demon, and that's what you're confused about?"
Oh, this is like my 3rd time dealing with him. Of course, it's weird because every time I see him, he has less and less money.
Yeah, I don't know how that keeps happening. It's like there's a hole in my pocket.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a marble-sized hole.
Yeah. Sorry about that. My claw slipped, and I'll fix your pants later.
Wait, I was joking.
Jen just kind of like
You
turns and looks at...
you just see a panel that's just a subtle nod between Harrison and Marble.
Jen just turns and just looks at Harrison's pocket and smirks because he saw what had happened.
So, he's like...
Is anybody on my side?
Sammy pats you on the
I
back.
blasted them when you asked me.
That's true. That was a good move, by the way. Very good follow-up.
Indeed. Sammy crosses his arms and says, "You guys are good at fighting them, though."
I think we're kind of lucky, honestly.
Marble shows up, like, "I am a luck demon after all." Oh. Sammy looks at him and says, smirks and says, "Yes, I know. Not all demons are evil. I got it. But you guys seem to have the power to fight all of them."
We've had a lot of practice in the past couple weeks. But I've been
Harrison's
noticing that
just-
too.
Yeah, staring at his hand as this conversation's happening.
Well, Sammy kind of folds his arms and says, "Well, I have a feeling it's going to get worse before it gets better. And I think this city's going to need you guys."
What do you mean, need us?
I may be calling you if I see something.
Jen just looks at him. Is there food involved?
That's my question.
Of course, you guys are welcome to come here anytime. And I'll give you food on the house. As long as you agree to help save the city.
Where do I sign?
You mean I don't have to pay for my meals?
You're right. You won't. Even
Jen
you,
just, like,
Travis.
pops his neck and just nods. And just slowly walks back to his corner like nothing ever happened and sits back down and just starts eating his new sandwich.
Well, before you do that, because he gives you all a phone number. Like, this is my contact cell number, just so you all know. Be expecting to hear from me.
Me and technology doesn't really mesh too well if you haven't noticed.
Harrison, do you even have a phone?
He just looks and smiles and holds up yours.
Hey! Give me that!
Jen just kind of like fumbles around in his pocket of the duster and just pulls out like this 1990s like old school flip phone. Doesn't have much technology to it.
Hey, whatever works, as long as I can text you. So he trades phone numbers with everybody who'll give it to him. And,
Might as well.
And he looks over at Harrison and says, so you don't have your own cell phone, do you?
No.
That's easily fixed. Sammy opens up a drawer, rummages through, closes it, opens up another one, rummages through, pulls out a smartphone from literally just like last year, and just hands it to you. There you go.
You don't just sell sandwiches, do you?
No, I do actually. It's a very lucrative business.
Huh.
Don't be selling that.
There are tears starting to well up in Harrison's eyes at this point because he's like, he has like no response right now
Right.
to this.
But before he hands it to, he hands it to you, but he holds on to it. He's like, you don't sell this. You understand?
Uh-huh.
Good. Really? Do you really understand? Say yes, son.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Let you have it.
So you're really putting a lot of trust into us.
Well, I figure if you don't want to fight them, you will anyway. Because they all seem to be drawn to you for one reason or another.
Yeah.
This is the second time I've seen you guys around trouble like this.
What was the first?
Bank 2 weeks ago.
Ah.
At the mention of bank, you just kind of see Jen's eyes kind of blink a bit, and like he gets more invested in the conversation.
Harrison just sort of looks nervous. Wait, you have that whole thing on video?
I didn't save much of it, no, but I got a few still shots. It was hard because magic interfered a lot with the technology, but I got a few pictures. Don't worry, I'm not here to do anything to you guys.
Much appreciated. Everybody else seems to be.
Yeah. Just don't get locked in a safe with one of them. It gets really, really hot.
I would imagine that would be a thing.
So one thing I'm not following here is I know like good of the city, good Samaritan, that whole thing, but I still wonder what you're getting out of this beyond just altruism.
He looks at you.
Call me a cynic.
He looks at you and says, I love this city. I've lived here all of my life. This city has really given me my entire life. This stop is my life.
Chet.
What?
I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Marble earlier. Shut up. He's offering us lunch, and I just got a phone I could never afford. Who cares? We'll fight the demons. Obviously, they're not that big of a deal. I just blew up 7 of them. I mean, 7, that's a number you should probably be aiming for in the gambling thing. I mean,
Yes.
Am I wrong? Okay, maybe that's a number you should look for.
Maybe it's a good sign. You're right.
Marvel kind of peeks out and says, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Travis sort of chimes in. He's like, besides, whether or not we're doing it for Sammy or not, I'm pretty sure they're going to follow you around anyway, so might as well help out.
You got me there. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying to be careful is all.
Marble kind of sighs and says, yeah, we're probably going to need everybody because they're going to keep coming after me.
What do you know?
I don't know. That's the problem.
What do they think you know?
They think I know where I can get a certain item that I don't want to say out loud because certain people, if they hear it, It's an look it. So do you remember back at the bank that Von Esther guy tried stealing an artifact?
Yeah,
The gem that turned him into the demon.
The gem, yes. There are more of those. Not many. But if you gather them all together, what's going to happen is you're going to rip the barrier between the demon plane and this plane into pieces. And there are some demons that really want that to happen.
Yeah, like all the bad, scary ones.
Yes.
So, why do they think you know this?
Because I kind of told them I did.
So, what you're saying is because you can't shut up, we all have to fight demons now.
Well, if it wasn't me, somebody else would have said it.
Is there any truth to it?
Well, considering that I saw one of them and what it did, I'm gonna go with yes.
No, I mean, Marble, is there any truth to that you know anything? Like, was it just a bluff? Or was it one of those things where it's like 50% of a lie?
I told them I could find it. Unfortunately, they haven't. It's taking longer to find it than I thought it was going to.
You actually intend to find... I guess we do now.
Well, I didn't want to, but it was the only way I could get out of the situation I was in with my tail still attached to my body.
I can relate. Alright. So, we got these evil stones then.
They're
need to get
they're
them.
not evil stones. They're just
They're gonna do bad things.
Well, yeah. Look, all we need to do is really find one of them. And just keep it away from everyone else. That's all we need. Because you have to bring all three together. Right? So, it's fine.
Oh, we know where one of them was. It was in the bank.
Yeah. And it disappeared. They've got it.
Oh.
The problem is, that's what's starting this. Like, there's already more demons showing up than's ever been here. That's what the police officer was talking about. Yes,
That's where there's a problem.
there is actually an agreement between us and your government that if we want to come here, we just basically register.
I should be more surprised by this, but I'm not.
Yeah. A good number of demons just stay on the demon plane because they don't care. Because they just want to live out their lives. Unlike all the stories you've heard, demons aren't evil just because they're demons. They're evil because they have magic power and it goes to their head. But most of us just stay in the demon plane and don't care. Some like to come here for either vacationing or actually to live. Most of the time, we blend in with humans. I obviously can't because, I mean, look at me. I'm too cute. But the problem is, now more demons are coming here because suddenly the way to get here got much easier 2 weeks ago.
What happened to... Oh, yeah, that's stone.
The bank happened 2 weeks ago. And then the whole thing in the Guffin Mart just shows it happened more. Which, Jen, that's the first time you'd hear anything about something happening in the Guffin Mart. The reason being because to literally every other living soul, nothing happened. Except these three know something happened.
We're lucky.
No. You were in the time loop.
Yes, I know. It helps. So one's already a no-go.
Look, I just gotta do a lot of digging. And a lot more research. And I'll be able to find something. And maybe we'll get lucky. Because I'm a luck demon, after all. He smiles and gives us a big thumbs up.
So yeah, that's really helped me.
Your luck is so bad, okay? I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. It's so hard. I mean, this guy, he looks at the rest of you and says, like, this guy bought literally 7 instant lotto tickets and found one that gave him half his money back for it. For that one ticket.
He still technically won.
Like, how unlucky can you be?
Well, we're going to find out, because obviously we're going to help you find this stone so that the planes don't break or whatever. And
You really don't want the
calamity.
demon plane, like, coming here, okay?
No,
Like, you
I know
don't
I
want the
don't.
whole thing here. Some of us wandering around here is mostly harmless to humans in your world and all you mortals, whatnot. You don't want the rest of them coming here. Even if they don't care what they get here, bad things will happen.
All right.
Like, most of them don't care because it's much more of a pain to get here than it really should be. But that was done on purpose. And don't ask me about by who, because quite frankly, I don't know why the way here was made so difficult. But some of us get through because we don't care. And we do care because we want to be here. Others get through because they want to come here and wreck things. Most stay home. And hey, if you're ever looking for a good vacation spot, I know a really good place next to a fire lake.
I'll pass.
Oh, it's fascinating. It's actually not as hot as you think it would be. So through all this, Sammy just kind of nods and says, if I hear anything, I'll let you all know.
Please do. Like, you have more eyes on this than the rest of us. So, keep an eye out for these stones. Especially.
And with that...
Hold on. Before, about halfway through Marble's speech, Harrison just got bored and went out and is sort of like sitting there, not getting in Travis's way, but sort of like sitting there and be like, hey, I'm sorry.
Is he back?
And he's just sort of looking at Travis like he's trying to figure out like it's like didn't mean to mess up your book like that.
It's okay. I have it on my computer. I'm fine. My schedule for today is totally thrown off. And he just starts mumbling to himself while he's continuing to sweep up all the glass that he was told not to.
So, if your schedule for the rest of the day is kind of messed up, what's this D&D thing they were talking about?
I play D&D with well, I don't. They're campaign mates. I don't know if they're really my friends because my quirks sometimes bother them, and they don't really hang out with me outside of D&D. But we still do D&D together. There's a guy who does the GM part, and I mean he likes having me around because I am a really good role player. But lately he's been kind of upset because my schedule's been kind of out of whack, and I sometimes arrive a couple minutes late, and yeah.
Is this something that can be taught?
Well, you know that thing that Chet does? The whole rolling the dice thing?
Yeah.
That's primarily a lot of it. So if you can roll the dice, you can learn the basics of it. But the thing that really, really makes it good is when you can play a character really well.
Really? Hey, Chet, come here for a second. I need your help. I need your help.
Okay. He moseys on over.
So he doesn't even ask. He knows where you keep them. He just reaches into your pocket and rolls your dice.
Oh, God.
like Marble quickly jumps out and grabs your hand. It's like, no!
Not what I meant.
So what does 5 do?
That's the lightning lash.
That's the lightning lash that paralyzes people.
Accidentally he throws it accidentally in Chet's direction.
So Chet, roll your attack.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's
Wait,
fine.
did you just roll a lightning ability?
Yes.
Probably wouldn't be good with me around.
He rolls it at Chet.
So Chet has to make a dodge check.
Yeah,
DC
you have to
19.
basically dodge your own attack.
Yeah.
Okay, you dodge. So
And then so at this point, Harrison sees that, looks over at Travis and goes, "And now I know why you're so good at fighting demons."
At the sight of the lightning, if you guys would see Jin, you could just see like him visibly start shaking. It slowly starts getting dark again.
So, in the meantime, while that's happening, Marble, pounces over to Harrison and smacks him upside the head. It's like, don't you ever, ever, ever touch his dice again! Those are specially made for him!
And you ruined the luck.
Well, at least when I rolled it, something happened.
I mean, yeah.
Uh,
Maybe you can touch them before I roll them next.
No! Nobody else touches your dice but you.
Right.
Marble actually looks visibly shaken. From
Curse
that.
dice, I get it.
Malkier
You're not
Wow.
here.
Malkier is
watch
still
Fox
in
shows.
Bay City, so
Yeah.
he is doing Poppy Sudoku.
Yes. So at this point, like you see, Jen just grasp his head and just start audibly muttering to himself, like he's having a yelling match inside his own head. Between you hear two distinct voices, just yelling at each other, almost coming out of the same mouth.
Oh, that's creepy.
Harrison just looks over him, looks back at Travis, and goes, I think now would be a good time. Can you teach me how to do that D&D thing? Because he's scaring me.
Just to let you know, D&D, you don't get real powers.
Unless you're playing 4th edition.
Right.
Harrison looks up at you. His hand starts to crackle. I have real powers.
Yeah, I don't use mine at the D&D campaign because that would freak people out and we wouldn't be invited back anymore.
Yeah, probably so. Okay, fine.
So Marble walks over to, hops over to Jin's table, and he kind of looks and says, Hey, Jin, look at me, I'm a demon. You wanted to see me before?
So you just see Jin just very twitchy head motion, just start looking over at him, and he goes, "Demon, you smelled like crap."
It's fine. Chuck walks over there. He tries to pick up Marvel. No, it's fine. Marvel's just screwing around. You don't need to freak out and go Jekyll and Hyde on us.
I told him I had to take a shower earlier today, but no, I had to come out and get lunch first. No one's gonna know you're even there.
Do not use lightning around me again.
Well, not to make you feel any less secure, but there's a 1 in 6 chance that I will. So I'm not really in charge of that.
So with that, you just see Jin lift his hand, just smash it down on the table.
But I can try really hard.
With any luck, we won't have to worry about that. We're screwed.
As always.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this episode of Middleton City. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. For everybody here, I've been OPT Lawyer. Want to give shout-outs to Dark, Cham, TGE, and Krim for being here. And shout out to Nora. Sorry, missed again, but you'll be here next time. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Take care.
Take care.
Keep hailing.